Yeah, so we're going to issue a formal statement. So I just give a short statement here. You wait for the formal statement, which we shall distribute to you. Well, of course, as you all must know by now, this morning, our senior officer, Assistant Inspector General of Police, Andrew Felix Kawesi, who was both our Director of Training of Human Resource Development, as well as the police spokesperson, who I'm sure you've been interacting with, was attacked as he drove from his home in Kurambiro, where we are, to work. I'd actually just talked to him on phone at around 8:30 after seeing a headline story of Monitor, which was alarmist and full of falsehoods, and I was telling him to go and counter it, and we had agreed on what he was going to do. I called him when I was going home. When I was also coming from home, going to work around 8:30. Then I believe between 9 and 9:30, or towards 9:30, then I received information that he had been shot and feared dead. So I rushed here, and as some of you who reached here early saw, we were obviously trying to piece together what happened, and we are still doing that. The forensic officers are at the scene of crime where the incident happened. We are still piecing together from eyewitnesses and others who could have been around, who could have some information. So at this stage, I cannot really give you much beyond really telling you that he was driving, and according to those who saw it, the vehicle was speeding, presumably because they had detected that there was a suspicious motorcycle following them. We are not sure yet how many were on the motorcycle. Some say there were 2, some say there were 3. So we are still in the process of establishing that. And the account is that they shot in the air, a few meters from behind the point where the vehicle is parked. You have seen it. And then they shot the tires of the vehicle, behind the tire, I believe, or both. And the vehicle stopped. Then they sprayed the vehicle they showered it with bullets and killed all the occupants. The late Air Jeep Kawesi with his driver and bodyguard. As I said, it's still early. We cannot give you anything more than that at this stage.
General, had he complained to you about his life? Any threat to his life?
No, not at all. Not at all. But knowing that when we look at the pattern, it's not the first murder of its kind. This is the type. You remember the murder of Sheikh since 2014 of Sheikh Waiga, Sheikh Daktur, the murders in Usoga. And Muaya, Tito, even our police in Bugiri, and of course we arrested all of them. We have them. They are facing court, and many of them confessed. So this is the same party. Major Chigun, the same. So this is not this. I believe is Sagare, which is organized for sure. This is not. At this stage, we shouldn't go into speculation. Investigation is a scientific process. We request for your patience. Whatever information we shall get, we shall give it to you, like we have done in the past.
Does this point to the failure of police to manage security in the country?
Well, you see, that's what you like those sensational statements. This is a moment when police is mourning. Madam, the listener would have expected you to make such an unkind statement. Obviously not. Obviously not. These incidents of terror, of violent attacks, you will get them anywhere in the world. Wacha nimalize hii. Kwa nini unababaika nini? Niko hapa. Sina sehemu ambayo naenda. So that's obviously not true. Actually, we have defeated these thugs. What has happened is not a sign of victory of armed thuggery. We have got many of them behind bars, and even those who are still out there, we have the information. They are running. These are just remnants. And I want to use this opportunity to express appreciation to HE, the president, who immediately got the information about the murder of Kaweesi, sent a message of both condemnation and condolence and reassurance that our security system is robust. The only missing gaps, these people take advantage of a few gaps which we are feeling, and especially that now he has announced a decision to procure cameras, this project, and install them in the city, on the highways, because cameras are, number one, deterrent. They are deterrent. Number two, we wouldn't be now struggling to establish whether they were two or they were three. You know, we would get the information about easier. So it's obviously going to help us, although we have been succeeding with the success stories, and we shall put it out in our statement. When you hear these cases in the courts of those who are being tried, you think who does that work, madam? It's the police. Of course, those who go to court are the prosecutors, but the front, those who do the investigation, is the police. So, and these CCTV cameras will obviously enhance our capacity. And I want here to assure the people, all we need is what I've already said, to be more vigilant. Like, for instance, I'm told the thugs parked somewhere and pretended to be repairing their motorcycle somewhere near Kaweesi's residence. If they had been vigilant, somebody would have said, these ones, if there was security conscious, which we always talk about, neighborhood watch. You cannot replace neighborhood watch. Perhaps we could have the police, because police is near, we are now deployed almost in every parish. We have got a police station. Would have. So all we need to do is to enhance vigilance and really not to panic by what has happened. We shall get these thugs.